A very good evening to you. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Tuesday edition of the show. It gives us so much pleasure to be here to take you on a trip across the money-spinning and exciting, as always, fast-paced world of sports. I'm Yemi Adebayo. There's a lot to do on the show tonight. Let's quickly get right into it. Let me quickly tell you that we'll still be talking about the FIFA 2018 World Cup qualifier, the results on the African continent, the consequence of some of those results. We will also be looking at countries preparing to play their matches. We will spare some thought for some of the international friendlies currently going on as we speak. We will also give you a slice of golf on the show tonight. If time permits, we'll also do a little of American football. That will be that's a quick rundown of the show for you tonight. But let me also quickly tell you that you are very important to us, and we want you to be a part of everything that we're doing on the show. Just in case you are watching us for the first time, this is how you can be a part of what we're doing on Sports Tonight. Well, of course, you can be a part of Sports Tonight on Facebook and on Twitter. You can get across to us. You can get your views on the show. You can get your views on the show on Facebook. It is Channels iPhone Sports, and on Twitter it is at Channels_Sports. All right. We also need to let you know that you can read all our top stories on www.channelstv.com, and you can view all those top stories on youtube.com/channelsweb. Well, you can go a step further if you go to m.channelstv.com. If you have an iPad, an iPhone, or a BlackBerry, follow the prompts and you will be viewing us live. Then you can also download the Channels TV app for your Android, your iOS, and your Windows from their respective stores. And when you do that, you will be taking Channels Television with you anywhere you go. All right. Let me quickly introduce my partner that starts off the show with me this lovely Tuesday evening. I have the pleasure of welcoming back Toyin Ibitoye. When he's on this side, he's a Super Eagles media officer. If he's on this side, he's one of us. But he's on this side tonight. Toyin, let me welcome you to the show. You are a relieved man, I know. You can smile. You can afford a smile.
We are all very relieved, all of us. And that's the joy that comes with getting the results after hard work. All of us, really, everybody played a role. The media, Channel Sports, particularly every day, there was a message of support for the team. Everywhere on the pages of newspapers, on social media, everybody came together. The fans were there. They played their role. The Nigerian Football Federation played their role. The Akwa Ibom State government also were very, very massive. They were a backbone for the team. The players gave everything 100%. The coaches did a lot of work before the game. You know, sometimes you think a game of football is won within 90 minutes on the pitch. But then working with the Super Eagles has made me understand that a long time before the 90 minutes on the pitch, the game has already started. The scouting, the monitoring of players, the build-up, the trainings, all of these things go a long way in deciding what eventually happens on the 90 minutes. So for us, the before, the during, the after has been fantastic. And the challenge for us now is to make sure we keep it this way. Keep it this way, maintain this momentum, and we will be truly unstoppable.
A lot of people, you know, we all agree that something has changed in the camp of the Super Eagles. A lot of people have said attitude, some people said the coaching. I mean, but you've been with this team for a while. What has changed? Is it the manager? Is it the players' attitude? Is it what the NFF is doing? What has really changed?
A lot has changed. It's a new spirit. Nigerians are very passionate people, football-loving people, and the Nigerian Football Federation, after we failed to qualify for the Nations Cup, felt that Nigeria was deserving of a lot more. We don't want to talk about the circumstances that led to our not qualifying for the Nations Cup, but we all knew what the build-up was like. We all knew, managerial change and all of that. And so we felt, look, something must change. There must be a new spirit. There must be a new attitude. And right from the time that we played that friendly against Luxembourg with Salisu Yusuf as caretaker coach, and then played Mali, and then the time that the new technical advisor came on, Gennett Rohr, a very experienced, a fatherly figure, we knew that we had to get things right, and that was exactly what we happened. And then the manager has been someone who has been leading the team in terms of getting the structures together, getting us to be organized, getting the players to play together. I mean, I remember I told you on this show that the first meeting we had with him when he resumed, he said, look, solidarity.
Yeah,
we must, solidarity is very key. We must fight for ourselves. We must defend for ourselves. We must play together. We win together. If we lose together. He talked about discipline on and off the pitch. He talked about hunger and commitment. And all of those things came into it. And I'm now beginning to believe those who say that when you see a team, it's a reflection of the manager. If the manager is very organized, very responsible, very calm, you will see it in the team. And that's why you've seen our team become a lot more organized, become a lot more strategic, become a lot more careful, pay attention to details. And those are the things that are beginning to yield this kind of results for us.
Another thing most people were particularly impressed with is the fact that the coach made some unpopular decisions. And I mean, the players were okay with it. I mean, you're looking at the bench, even the guys who didn't get to play, they were okay. I mean, they were okay. In times past, some players, when they get dropped, you start hearing stories, the coach didn't like me, this and that. You know, you start a match, Odion Igalo, Brown Idea on the bench, and Kelechi Iheanacho starts up front. I mean, you're looking at all that, and the players, no complaints. I mean,
yeah, it's a result of building team spirit. Those who are on the bench are as involved. I mean, if you watch our games, for example, if you saw the games, those who were on the bench were as involved as those who were on the pitch. It was like, look at this, for example. Everybody
on that bench
stood up. They were following the game. Everybody was involved in it. Even those of us that were not on the bench, that were sitting somewhere else in the stands, everybody is involved. Everybody has a role to play, and everybody feels that they have something to contribute to the team's success. You know, there's a tendency for us to get carried away. The coach said it after the game, told the boys after the game, we have won nothing yet. What we have just done is that we've had a good start. We still have 4 more games to go, and he told the team we have to stay humble, we have to maintain this level of commitment, we have to maintain this level of hard work. We must now see that hard work pays, and the result for success is more hard work.
Okay.
And that's what he told the boys, that we now have to put a lot together to make sure, you know, when you are at the top, everybody is targeting you. Everybody wants to pull you down. Everybody comes together to try to pull you down, particularly in a group like ours.
Yeah.
So the responsibility of staying there till the end of the game is even a lot more than what we've done so far.
Okay.
So there's still a long way for us to go, and I'm happy that we're getting this kind of result. But for us, it's just a motivation to continue to do it and even do more than we've already done.
All right, let's take a look at how things stand as we speak. For some people, it's still like a dream that you will have a group where you have Cameroon, Algeria, and Zambia, and you know we'll be on top and quite a decent margin. But let's just quickly say that it's just game 2. Tony, quickly look at this. I mean, none of us would have been as bold to predict that after game 2, it will be like this. And it seems our opponents too, the game they played, favored us. And you look at this, and you are wishing that it will be like this after game 6.
That's our hope. That's our plan. That's what the coach has been telling the boys, and that is what the Nigerian Football Federation have also been harping on. That we have to keep this momentum going. We cannot allow this to slip through our hands. Anything can happen in a game of football, so we have to be very careful. In this group, no team has won at home, no team has won away. Only Nigeria has won an away game and a home game. So it's a good start for us, but that is not the end of the road. This is just the beginning.
All right.
We have to keep this going forward.
The fans told me to ask you, is there any permutation? Is there any calculation? Or it's just one game at a time? A lot of people are saying, beat Cameroon home and away, we are home and dry. As the coach told you, or have you heard anything like that? Or it's just one game after
the philosophy of the team now is play to win.
Anywhere you're playing.
Anywhere you're playing, play to win, play with intent, play with passion, play with solidarity, be disciplined, but we'll play to win every game, and it's not going to change. A lot of people are saying just win your own games. No, we're taking it one game at a time. Our next game is Cameroon in Uyo, August 2017. We win that game, helps us to consolidate. A week after, or less than 4 days after, we are playing Cameroon again.
The same way we played against Egypt?
The same way we played against Egypt. And we believe that it is very, very key for us to win our next game. If we win our next game, the confidence that we have increases, the team gets better, and then we now have the belief that we can repeat it 4 days after. So for us now, we're not jumping beyond ourselves. We are not looking ahead of ourselves or going above ourselves to projecting into game 5, game 6. We are thinking of game 3
at this point.
And the fact is that after game 3, immediately comes game 4. So the plan now is win game 3 for us, beat Cameroon, put everything into it, beat Cameroon. Then we'll face game 4, which is 4 days after, with the same momentum. It's a possibility that we'll win. So, and who knows, victory in game 4 could really push us into having our hands on the World Cup ticket. All of these things are possible, but for us, the focus is on our team. I will make it better. I mean, one thing I respect about the coach is that he tells everybody the truth. He told us, he says, we will not deceive ourselves. There are areas of our team that we need to work on and improve on and strengthen. And that's what we're going to be doing in the next 8-9 months.
Days to come. Okay.
Improve the team, correct our weak points, polish our strong points, and let the team be. This is a young team, but for a young team like this to be getting involved in very difficult games like Zambia in Ndola, Algeria in Uyo, and get the result shows that if we get better, we'll be able to do bigger things, and that's the feeling, that's the hope.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about, we're already hearing about plans for friendlies. There are also names out there, players that will get invitation, even though we also hear that the Super Eagles intend to prosecute those matches with home-based players, but names like Olanrewaju, Kayode, and Victor Osimhen have been put forward. Can you quickly tell us
the reasons behind that? Egypt is, they knocked us out in our group, picked the only ticket in our group, and they know how tough it was against us. They want a friendly against Nigeria, January 9. It's not a window, FIFA window for friendly games. That's why the coach is looking at mainly home-based players for that game. But some of the leagues in Europe will be on winter break at that time. Norway, Austria, and some of those
Scandinavian.
Yeah, so some of Victor Osimhen, some of those boys, Victor Osimhen, Olarewaju Kayode, are the names that we've had. I mean, Norway, Ifeanyi Matthew has moved to Norway, had a fantastic season. He joined only in the middle of the season, and he was already earning rave reviews. Those are the kind of players who may be available for that game. Then they will team up with the home-based players available and play that friendly game. So it's a good opportunity for us to begin to also look at players who can make the Super Eagles main team a lot better in those positions of weaknesses that we've identified, or even strengthen the areas of our strength. So it's an opportunity for us to bring in more options, because when you bring in more options, you make the team more competitive, you keep everybody on their toes, and everybody is able to give 100%. You know that your playing depends on what you are able to do. So it's a win-win for us. Apart from the game in January, there are also FIFA windows in March. 2019 Nations Cup qualifiers are starting again. So there's a lot in place, and we intend to take advantage of every game, every opportunity, because time is of the essence.
All right.
And the FIFA window is so congested. You have very little time, just 4 or 5 days, and you need to put a lot into those days. So we take advantage of all of these things and see how the Eagles can consolidate and maintain this good momentum.
All right, Tony, I'll still keep you for some few minutes, but we need to go on a quick break right now. When we return, we'll still be looking at the aftermath of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, the African zone. Join us again.